Sun to Me by Zach Bryan is going to be played in standard tuning and uses standard chords. You'll need to know an A minor, a G, a C, and an F. In this tutorial, I'll give you the chord progressions for the verse and chorus, and then an idea for how to play the little lead riff that you hear in the song as well. Okay, so the first chord of the song is going to be in A minor. You need an open 5-string, you need your second finger on the 4-string 2-fret, your ring finger on the 3-string 2-fret, your first finger on the 2-string 1-fret, and an open 1-string. You'll be strumming from the open 5-string down, but if you hit the open 6, it doesn't necessarily kill the chord. In fact, I feel like in the recorded version of this song, I can hear Zach Bryan just hitting that low 6th string with the A minor. So the strumming pattern over the verse is that. It's kind of this syncopated thing that's like down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. But it's not like you're not going to get away with just going down, up, down, up, down. It's more feathered with, there's kind of some ghost pulse in there that you can feel happening with the rhythm. Like you're wanting to, it's based around, imagine that you're just going down, up, down, up, down, up, or triplet, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up. It's like this triplet strum. But you're kind of subdividing and letting a lot of that busyness fade away, and you're emphasizing the down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So you can hear how I can either just kind of straight down, up, down, or sometimes some of those other subdivisions can sneak in there. So that's some rhythm for you to think about. First chord is the A minor. The second chord is going to move to a G. Now you can play a traditional G chord with your ring finger on the 6-string 3-fret, your second finger on the 5-string 2-fret, an open 4, an open 3, an open 2, and pinky finger pulled back to the 1-string 3-fret. The first time you hear the G chord, the second chord of the song, I feel like it's just kind of palm mute strumming, meaning that you take the fatty part of your palm, you just kind of let it rest against the saddle of the guitar right there and mute the strings a little bit so that you don't get a full-throated strum. And in that chord, I really only hear like the bottom 3 or 4 strings happening, but later in the song, this G chord tends to keep the first finger on the 2-string 1-fret. Like I can hear that note as an anchor note through a lot of chords that get played in this song, coming out of that A minor with that first finger on the 2-string 1-fret. So just kind of play around with that as you want. If you want to play a traditional G, you can, but I think that a lot of times Zach Bryan is keeping his first finger on the 2-string 1-fret there. The third chord is going to be a C chord. Ring finger on the 5-string 3-fret, second finger on the 4-string 2-fret, open 3-string, first finger still on the 2-string 1-fret. And the first time that we hear the C chord, we hear the strumming pattern kind of just over strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. And then in the back half of this C chord, we start to hear pinky finger down on the 1-string 3-fret, and then pull off pinky finger to expose the open 1. So like, and then whenever it moves to the fourth chord of the intro and the verse, which is an F chord, I think that in the verses, Zach Bryan is probably playing a small version of an F chord, which is just, I'm saying small version, it's a 3-fingered F chord, ring finger on the 4-string 3-fret, second finger on the 3-string 2-fret, first finger on the 2-string 1-fret. And whenever he goes to that, you hear him hit, and then you can hear that pinky back down on the 1-string 3-fret. You can hear that pull off to the 1-string open again, and then a hammer down with the pinky finger to the 2-string 3-fret, all inside of this F chord, so that out of the C, you get a feel like this. So minor, G, to the C, and that's what you hear in the intro. And then the verse chords just continue on in that fashion. After the first verse, you hear another guitar come in. So I'll go ahead and talk about that. Well, let me jump and let me hit the chorus in case you don't care to learn that part. So the chorus, when the chorus comes in, it's going to be an F chord to a C chord to a G chord to an A minor chord. Now, in the chorus, I think that Zach Bryan is playing a standard F bar chord here. So like bar with your first finger across the first fret, then ring finger on the 5-string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 4-string 3 fret, second finger on the 3-string 2 fret, and then your first finger bar grabbing the first frets of strings 2 and 1. I don't usually play an F chord this way. I play it like this. I'm doing the same thing. My second ring and pinky fingers are in the exact same configuration, but instead of barring with my first finger, I pull my first finger back to the 2-string 1 fret and grab with my thumb the 6-string 1 fret. So play this F chord however you want, but I think that, the kind of bigger, deeper sounding F chord is what we're hearing at the beginning of the chorus. So the chorus is the F chord to the C chord. You can play the same C chord as before, or you can play a 4-fingered C chord with the ring finger on the 6-string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 5-string 3 fret, second finger on the 4-string 2 fret, open 3-string, first finger on the 2-string 1 fret, and then to a G chord, same as before. You might want to keep your first finger down on the 2-string 1 fret in this G chord, and then to an A minor chord, same A minor as before. Now sometimes Zach Bryan jumps the full count of the G chord and goes to the A minor on an upbeat. So like sometimes, and you can listen to the recording to hear this, but sometimes the chorus is moving like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So like 2 counts per chord. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But sometimes he'll jump that second half of the count in the G and fall into the A minor like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So hear how, as opposed to the straight. So this is straight. This is with the jumped feel. So anyway, that's a little bit of nuance to play around with. Okay, so the lead part that you can hear. I'm playing it, there are a lot of different places on the neck that you could play it. I'm playing it on the 4, 5, and 6 strings, beginning on the 4-string 7 fret, and then I'm using my first finger for that, and then pinky finger down on the 4-string, what is that, 9, 8 fret, 10 fret, 10 fret. So 4-string 7 fret, 4-string 10 fret. And then back to 7, then back up to 10, and you have this kind of jump feel between your first and your pinky. Like so, up, down, with your pinky. Up, down, up. And then you do that same pattern. You're going to go with your pinky finger to the 5-string 10 fret before you do the same pattern again on the 5-string 7 fret to 5-string 10 fret. So, and then first finger to the 5-string 7 fret, pinky finger to the 5-string 10 fret, and then you go to 6-string, what is that? 6-string 8 fret. And then slide up to the 10 fret, back down to the 8 fret, then hit and slide back down to the 6-string 5 fret. And then, so that's the little lead riff, and then that guitar continues to do things during the verse that's just kind of single notes in, I guess, what would be an A minor scale. So like 4 string, 7 fret, 4 string, 8 fret. 4 string, 7 fret, 4 string, 9 fret, 3 string, 9 fret, 3 string, 5 fret. So kind of anything that is so I'm up on the 12th fret now of the 3 string, 14th fret of the 3 string, 12th fret of the 2 string, 13th fret of the 2 string, 15th fret of the 2 string. So anything that's in kind of a C or an A minor feel, just single note texture underneath. And that is a little bit of an idea for what you can do as the lead guitar. So those are the chords and the movements to Sun to Me by Zach Bryan. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.